G'day guys, Hugh Jones here, and welcome to episode 2 of the podcast. Today, my guest is drummer extraordinaire Henry Beard. Henry is an up-and-coming session drummer in the Australian music scene, and he plays for bands such as Yours Truly, Down for Tomorrow, and he's just been out on the road with Belhaven. Henry and I talk about his drumming career, his wishes of one day being a firefighter, and his recent brush with Scientology. We also talk about one of our favorite Tom Cruise movies, bit of Eloy Casagrande, and a few other things as well. If you'd like to keep up to date with what Henry's doing, you can follow the links in the description to all his socials, but for now, please enjoy episode 2 of Picking Bones with Hugh L. Jones.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's why when they're doing that.
That's exactly why they do that. Correct.
I just realized.
You know, I want my podcast to be slightly educational, even for the guest.
Yeah.
Henry Beard, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
Episode 2, my friend.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here.
It's great to be here, and congratulations on episode 1.
Thank you so much. It's been great, and I've gotten some great response, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm just excited to see where this whole thing is going to go. And I've got lots of really exciting guests lined up, including yourself. And I'm excited to go on a brand new journey. If you'd asked me a year ago if I'd be doing this, I'd say no. But here we are. So I'm having fun. This is great.
Good. I'm having fun so far too.
Now, you have just been on an exciting tour.
Yes.
And you've just gotten back. So why don't we talk about that a little bit?
My tour with Belhaven.
Belhaven, yes.
Yes.
Melbourne-based band.
Melbourne-based band.
Yes.
Bunch of good boys.
Yep.
There is 3 of them, and they've sort of got a bit of a revolving cast of drummers. Mm-hmm. It's myself and Adam Pinzone. They go between the two of us.
Yep.
And on the most recent one, they had me on, and I was very lucky.
Adam wasn't available.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It was a cheap shot. But that's cool. So this is more of a session gig for you then.
More of a session gig.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were sessioning or if you joined the band, and I was going to ask you, but that's kind of, we figured that out.
No, I'm a lone wolf.
You're a lone wolf. You're a one-man wolf pack.
I'm a one-man wolf pack, like Chaz Michaels from Blades of Glory.
So this is your second band that you're sessioning with now on a regular basis. Yours? Oh no, third. What do we got? Let's list them. You got Belhaven, which you've just been on tour
most
with.
recently.
Yours Truly,
which I would say they're my main project.
your main squeeze.
My main squeeze.
Penny Parker,
with 2 shows, and then my own band, Down for Tomorrow.
Of course.
Well. Yeah, and there's been a couple one-offs here and there.
Yep.
But those 4 are my main.
You're a busy boy.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I want to be. Yeah.
Okay, well, actually, I want to talk about Down for Tomorrow, but let's focus on Belhaven. We'll go down the list. We'll go down the list. We'll go Belhaven. We'll do Down for Tomorrow next.
Alphabetical order is what I'm hearing.
Yes, and then yours. Truly, we could do it the end. No, Penny Parker. Penny Parker next.
What? You're skipping what? No, B.
B, then P.
C, D.
So we're going A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We're not doing this. But anyway, let's talk about Belhaven. So you've just been on the road with them.
How many dates? 5 dates.
5 dates.
5 dates.
Sydney, Melbourne.
Brisbane. Hang on. We're going on Brisbane.
Oh, you started in Brisbane.
We started in Brisbane.
Well, we're from Sydney, so I would say Sydney first.
Yeah. Brisbane, Melbourne.
Okay.
And then a little week off.
Yep.
Sydney.
Yep.
And then Canberra.
Double show in Canberra.
Double shot of Canberra.
Because they're a Canberra band.
Because they're a Canberra-based band, and they had 2 shows.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you were telling me before we started this that there's a new venue in Canberra.
New venue in Canberra, the Fun Time Pony. Mm-hmm. It's got pony. Well, there's a pony there, and it's got fun times.
When you say a pony, is it a statue?
Well, it's not a real life pony. I'm pretty sure that would break some sort of law.
Sure.
It's a model pony. It's got some sort of like stripper pole running through it.
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess it's more of like just a regular pole, like on those, carousel rides.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The children ride on.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. A stripper pole, kids ride, same thing, right?
I don't know about that. I wouldn't go on the record and say that.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Henry Beard is confusing two walks of life, I suppose.
We're gonna move on.
We can
that.
edit this out, bro. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank God. The whole bit, or with the bit where I confused it for a stripper pole and then carousel was fine?
We're just gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to look at the edit, but I'm gonna do my best to get the fuck away from that conversation. Okay. Anyway. So they have a pony. Tell me about the pony.
I don't know its name. I didn't get its name. It's just a regular pony. But I can tell you about the rest of the venue. It's really good.
Yep.
I think the idea there was they were trying to sort of not recreate, but inspired by Frankie's, the iconic Sydney venue, which has since closed down.
Yeah.
Basement bar, about a 300 cap room. Really, really good. Acoustically, it's great. They looked after us really well. And yeah, the crowds had a really good time. Very good venue. Would recommend going or playing there if you're thinking about putting a show on in Canberra somewhere.
Was it ticketed?
It was ticketed. Yep. Yep. So the first one sold out like very quickly because, you know,
They're from Canberra?
They're from Hands Like Houses are from Canberra. And so they put on a second show.
That I have to say that was, and no, obviously people have to sell tickets to shows. Don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting for a second they don't do that. Bands, it's hard enough to make money as it is. But that was one of the genius things that Frankie's did was I don't think they ever had a ticketed show.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, maybe they had one in the beginning as a test, but even then I don't actually think so because I remember talking to Jordan quite a bit about it and it was just kind of he insisted on it at all times. It was the ethos. Even when they had...
Priscilla Presley.
Yeah.
In line.
Right. Okay.
Well, he was that story. Priscilla Presley was waiting in line, and he was like, "Hey, do you just want to like come to the front?" And she's like, "No, I'm going to wait in line like a regular person."
Nice.
And he's like, "Well,
I never did that."
That's because you're a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, well, you know, fuck you. You can wait in line, and I'll get in without you. No, but when they had like big bands come through, you know, like they had.
Nice.
Wolfmother, Pantera, maybe well not really Pantera, but it was Phil Anselmo with a different band.
Yeah, they often had like the backing bands or sort of offshoots of big acts coming through.
Yeah, they had the backing band for Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper, with Glenn Sobel did like a
shout out to Glenn Sobel. Glenn Sobel was a teacher of mine.
Was he?
He was. When I lived in LA, he taught at Musicians Institute where I went.
Yeah.
And he was my first private instructor when I was there.
Oh, okay. So I guess he's better at drums and teaching because, you know, look how you turned out.
Is that sorry? I'm taking a second. Like, did you insult me or him? I can't quite figure it out.
I think I insulted both of you, which I'm really not comfortable with because Glenn Sobel's a lord.
Yeah, and so am I. Yeah, right. Welcome to the podcast, Henry. Jesus Christ, what an absolute pleasure. Look, I got you still water at your request, sparkling water, and tea, which I haven't poured yet, but I'm going to pour it for myself after that very rude comment.
Okay. I'll stop with like the terrible razzing. I was going to say rizzing, but that's off camera that I hit you with the
All right,
rizz.
you can have some tea.
All right.
You can have some tea.
Thank you very much.
Fucking knock me off my game here, man. But yeah, no, Glenn is the fucking man. He's the best. And he's so perfect in that band too. As far as like Glenn can play anything, right? I mean, I studied with him. I've seen him play. He can play jazz. He can play R&B. He can play fusion. He can play what is it called? World rhythms, Afro-Cuban stuff. He's kind of got it all. But as far as like just classic rock vibe, he's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he does that thing in Alice Cooper, and then he also plays in Hollywood Vampires, which is the band with Johnny Depp.
Yes.
That a lot of Alice Cooper's band is in as well, and I think Alice is in it himself sometimes, and not others. I don't really know the full lineup. But yeah, he's the man.
That's very cool that you learned under him.
Yeah.
Was that when you were over in the...
Over in LA?
Yeah.
No, he was great. He's a great teacher. And we still keep in touch, actually. And it was a shame. Alice Cooper was just in Sydney. And unfortunately, I couldn't go because I was in Thailand. But he messaged me and he's like, hey, bro, are you in Sydney? And I was like, I haven't spoken to him in ages. But I would have loved to have seen him and see the show. But I wasn't here.
Spewing.
But he was fantastic. And then who did I have after that? I had... I think my next drum instructor after that was a R&B drummer named Fred Dinkins, who was like the man. He was just awesome. Really, really liked the way he played. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about you.
Yeah.
So where do we start talking about Glenn Sobel? How did he come up?
Frankie's. We're talking about Frankie's.
Frankie's. Of course, because they played. That's right. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, and I love the fact that even when they had those big names and those big artists play, it was not ticketed. Because of course, they made plenty of money over the bar, and they'd still pay their artists really well and their bands, of course. But they just, because it was so popular, they didn't need to charge at the door.
Yeah. Very cool.
Do you know if this pony, what's it called?
The Fun Time Pony.
The Fun Time Pony, is it ticketed all the time for all bands, or is it just
I don't know.
Is it just a sort of a case by case basis?
I'm gonna look in case by case basis.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fair.
The other interesting thing about it is it's located right next to a branch of the Church of Scientology.
Is that true?
It is true. I found this out by going in there.
And you're converted now?
Yes.
You're going clear?
Is
You don't even know yet, bro. Come on, you got to read the book.
No, but I'm not going to read the book.
Dianetics, man.
Dianetics, man. I went in, and so we were walking back to the venue, and the Bellhaven boys, they needed to do some press shots, which they did in the venue. Because it's really cool. And so I was like, cool. I guess I'll just like hang ten and go check out the Church of Scientology. There was a sign out the front that said free stress test, and I'm like,
oh god.
I'm like, well, I've got to take a free stress test.
Yeah.
So I like sheepishly go up the stairs and I get up there, and then the walls are just decked out with every book that L. Ron Hubbard's ever written, who's the most published author in the world.
I'm aware of this, and 99% of his stuff was garbage.
I can imagine.
Apparently, especially if you're going to be the most published author in the world, I'm sure you put at least some crap out there.
Yeah, you got to put some crap out there.
But I don't think he ever wrote a second draft. He was a shyster. He was a con man.
Yes, yes, and a Navy captain.
Yeah. Well, supposedly, did you watch the documentary? Right?
No, I've listened to a few podcasts about him. Though it's very entertaining.
You must watch it. It's called Going Clear.
Yeah,
and the reason, and that's what I was made that little joke before. It's they call the whole process of your journey through Scientology going clear, because you're trying to clear yourself. Look, I might get some of this wrong, so forgive me if I am. But
the thetans, you got to get rid of the thetans.
You got to get rid of the thetans, and once and as you progress through the ranks and through the levels, you manage to get rid of more thetans and you become more clear. But funnily enough, there's some correlation between progressing through the system and giving them more of your money. I don't know what the correlation is, but there's something going on there.
Yeah. They nearly had me though. I tell you what, I watched the 10-minute video and I thought this is interesting, and she measured my thetans, but when you hold on to the metal cups and they ask you questions, and then when you make movements and then the dial's just going crazy, and they're like, oh,
what was that? What were you thinking about?
I moved my hand. I think the electromagnetic field from my body changed slightly,
but it's impossible to sit perfectly still when you're holding something like that. I think if you just squeeze them, I remember because I did it.
You did it as well, yeah.
I did. But to be fair, I think I was 15 or 16 because I was in high school. I remember I went to school in the city, and
they're trying to get you young.
Yeah, clearly. And I remember I was even still in my school uniform, and I went in just out of, I think I was genuinely interested because I didn't know what it was. And this is before that South Park episode came out and explained it all to us, and before that documentary came out. I was never like interested enough to consider making it a part of my life, but I'd heard about it, I'd seen the sign, I was like, what is this? Is this a religion? Is this some kind of medical practice? I had no idea. Anyway, I did the thing too, and I held those cans.
It's better than medical practice. It solves all of your problems.
Yeah, well, maybe I should join, and I have some problems. But I remember holding those cans, and when you squeeze them, the thing goes off.
Yeah,
any pressure on there, it just goes. Maybe it's movement, maybe it's pressure, maybe it's body heat, but either way, of course you're going to move your hands around and grab it with different pressures or put them down and rest and twist your wrists or something, and of course it's going to go off.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
stupid thing.
I mean, because I'm just, without trying to nerd out too much, and I'm not a scientician or a Scientologist, but your body has like some sort of electrical signal. That's how you like use a touchscreen phone. That's how that works. So if you're wearing gloves, it won't work because it's blocking the signal. Mm-hmm. So if you're just holding onto a metal thing and the amount of skin that's touching it, it's gonna change the amount of the current that's going into the machine, which looks like a early 2000s CD player.
Yeah.
But anyway, they brought out the testimonials and it's like, this stuff's the best. John Travolta. I'm like, yeah. And then another one, this thing changed my life. It's the best. Chick Corea.
What?
And I was like, oh no, they got Chick Corea?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Oh, damn.
It changed Spain for me, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
What a shame.
He did Spain, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was my brush with Scientology.
So, okay, but what happened then? You went in for the test and you just said, thanks, but no thanks?
Oh, she was really digging. She was trying to find out what's wrong with me. Why are you stressed? What's missing from your life? And I'm like, nothing. I'm good. I'm good.
I've got everything I could possibly need right now.
Yeah. And so I was like, I said I'd be gone at 3:20. I've been here for 45 minutes. I was there for 45 minutes.
45 minutes? That is a long time, Henry.
I know. I was going for 10. I was there for 45. And that's
10-minute video.
How they get you.
10-minute video and a 35-minute Thetan reading.
Yeah. Well, I had to know my Thetan levels.
And what are they?
They didn't. I left before I could get them. they wanted like $1,000.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Did they? Okay. Did they ask you for money, or did they ask you to buy something?
They didn't know. Oh well, she gave me the book, which was like a plastic wrap book, which had a price tag on it. Gave it to me, and I was like, "You should look into this."
What was on the price tag? Oh, you got to remember.
It was close to $100.
$100.
I think it was in the 70s.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was it a hard copy?
It's a big book, man.
Was it
no, paperback.
No,
it's like
$70 for a paperback.
3 books into one.
Oh,
that's a good deal.
That is actually not terrible. But it depends on the content, of course.
Yeah, Dianetics. Get into it. I won't do that on your podcast.
Dude, that's we're leaving that in. That is staying in. And in fact, I'm going to somehow take that, manipulate it, and make a song out of it.
All right.
And then it'll be your ringtone.
Well, you know what's interesting? My ringtone is Highway to the Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins, from Top Gun, Tom Cruise,
yes,
Scientology.
Okay.
It's all connected, man.
It's all connected. That's very cool. We did actually bond over this moment a little while ago that Top Gun Maverick is arguably one of the greatest films that's ever been made.
It's not often that someone comes to you and says, you got to watch this movie. It's the best movie that's ever been made. And you watch it and they were right.
Yeah.
Rarely does that happen.
Yeah.
But it happened.
It happened. I tried. Okay.
God damn.
So I watched it because my friend James Avani, who was on the last podcast, got very upset with me when I told him I hadn't seen it. And he refused to talk to me until I watched it. And I thought, okay. So one afternoon I had nothing to do. I thought, okay, I'll put it on, whatever. I'll watch it in the background. Dude, I ended up jumping and screaming at the television and cheering and crying. I went through the whole spectrum of emotions. It was a brilliant film.
You kind of went slow into jumping, and I thought you were about to say jacking off, and I was like, dude.
Why do you have to go there? Why do you have to bring it? I mean, like... Look, man... It was airplanes and Tom Cruise and Highway to the Danger Zone. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a recipe for a good time. And the thing about me is I like to have a good time.
Yeah, I know this about you.
You know? I feel like I make that clear.
You like to have a good time, but you don't like to party.
I don't like to drink or do drugs.
Mm-hmm. This is good.
But I like to party.
with Tom Cruise at a Scientology meeting.
Yeah, that would be good, actually.
Yeah. But no, that movie is fantastic. And I love that they still actually opened the film with Highway to the Danger Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, of course
does
they
it
had
open
to.
with it? Does it open with it, or is it just in it?
No, it opens with it. And the first
man.
sequence when they're on the aircraft carrier and they're doing those kind of long drawn out shots, and then all of a sudden the planes start taking off, and it's
the best recruitment ad ever. Fucking hell.
Well, okay, so according to James, because we had this conversation, recruitment for the military, especially the Air Force in America, went up when that movie came out.
How could it not?
I don't know what percentage it went up.
A lot. That's the exact percentage that it went up.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised, because there was a little part of me, I was like, God damn it.
It's not too late. It's not too late.
If I was just 10 years younger, if I just was 26 instead of 36, maybe I could join the Air Force.
Wait, you're saying it's not too late?
It's not too late for you.
I could do it.
Bro, if you get tired of the drumming journey and you just need something else in your life, maybe the military is for you.
Yeah, go to plan B. Fighter pilot.
I think most fighter pilots, it's their plan A their whole lives.
I think so too. I think the aircraft carrier has sailed on that one.
Yeah, I think probably. I think you could maybe do it if you really wanted to. I believe you could do it. I couldn't do it.
You reckon I could be a fireman? Part of me still wants to be a fireman.
Man, that's up to you. Do you want to be a fireman?
I mean, it's down. I want to be a drummer first.
Right.
I want to play the shit out of drums.
Yeah.
And then I don't even like saying if that doesn't work out, because I don't want to put that out.
Well, people say, I mean, I think the most successful people say shit like that all the time. They're like, don't have a plan B. There is no plan B.
Yeah.
There's a plan A, and just keep going until you get there.
I think, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
I think having a plan B is having a life raft is just not a great idea.
I've got a job to supplement my.
That's different. That's not a plan B. You got to have a job, man. I mean, especially if you're pursuing an endeavor that's doesn't pay very well until it does. You know, there's a long period of slogging it out for not very much money, and then the payoff, if it does work out, is tremendous. So yeah, dude, of course. I mean, I think almost every successful musician has had a job of sorts during their early years of their career, you know.
Yeah.
But that's not a plan B. That's not like, oh, well, if this doesn't work out, then I could be a fireman, or I could be a Scientologist, or I could be a personal trainer, or I could, you know. And all those things are possible, Henry. You could do any one of those things. I believe in you.
Very well become a Scientologist.
I think it's possible. Just with the right amount of money and, you know, the right amount of thetan tests on a daily basis, I think you'll get there.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's reassuring. Thank you.
I believe in you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down the line. So we've talked a bit about Belhaven. Oh, actually, I need to ask you one more question. Are you in the band now? Is this like a full-time gig for you?
No. I'm not in the band. Still, I guess a lone wolf.
Yeah.
A one-man wolf pack.
Yeah.
Sessioning out my services, but I'd say I've got projects that would get priority. So yours truly is my main squeeze.
Yeah.
And yeah, Belhaven. Yeah, I would take every opportunity I can get to work with them, because I really, really enjoy it.
Fantastic. And what's next on the cards for Belhaven? I mean, you've just finished the tour, so I can't imagine you're going out on the road again.
They are. They've got a couple shows supporting Bloom. I wish I could plug those shows right now. I can't. You can go look them up though. Bloom, Belhaven. That'll be really good. And they'll be taking Adam Pinzone, who's a Melbourne-based drummer who's very good. He plays in a couple other bands as well. So they'll be doing that.
I don't think I know him. Adam Pinzone?
Pinzone, yeah.
Should I know him?
Yeah, he drums for The Beautiful Monument.
Okay.
Last year they opened for Evanescence stadiums. They played stadiums.
Wow, cool.
Yes, he's putting up drum cams of them playing at like stadiums.
Fantastic.
And I'm there. I'm very happy for him, and I'm also seething with jealousy.
Okay, well, I apologize if I should know and don't know, but I can't know everything.
No, you can't. And like we said at the beginning, this is an educational podcast where we get learned in the face.
And if you're not learning, if you're not growing,
you're not
what are
getting
you
better.
doing?
Well,
That's it, man.
Stagnation will kill us all.
Absolutely.
Complacency is killer.
Yeah. What's the other one? Idle Hands of the Devil's Playground. That doesn't quite fit, but we'll make it fit.
Funnily enough, the pony from the Fun Time Pony, they have that at the Devil's Playground as well.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
what was I talking about?
Bellhaven.
Bellhaven. They've got this. Fuck, I can say it. They're sitting on an EP. They're sitting on an EP, 4 songs, which I actually tracked with them last year.
Nice.
Yeah. They recorded that with Jack Newland,
Okay.
who's also done Between You and Me. Very talented producer. I got to go. They flew me down. We went out to the woods and we tracked drums for a couple of days. It was a lot of fun, and I'm really proud of the songs. There was a couple of the songs they let me have a fair amount of creative input. They said, "Here are the demos. Make your drums, and we'll pick what we like." And when we got there, yeah, two of the songs they sort of, one more than the other, they pretty much kept what I'd come to the table with, and we got to play that song on the tour that we just did. So I had a lot of fun playing that one. It's more technical. It's a lot busier than what I would normally get to do when I play with yours truly or with the Down for Tomorrow. It was challenging, but it was a lot of fun. And so the songs they've got coming out, I'm really excited for them to sort of be out in the world.
Hell yeah. Is there any? I mean, I assume they're going to do single by single.
Single by single, yeah.
Any time frame that we know of? I mean, I'm sure you don't have a date.
I don't have dates. All I can say is just look out for it. It's their best work yet, I reckon.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. That's exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah.
And so that's sort of you sort of not close the door on that permanently, but for now you sort of like that little session gig is done for now.
For now. Yeah.
And then what is next? What's next on the schedule for Henry Beard?
Look, I got not much going on until August, and then when it gets to the end of August, I'm flat out till the end of the year with yours truly.
Nice.
So we're going over end of August to do Reading and Leeds Festival in the UK.
Very nice.
And I think we're doing some other shows. We might be doing some.
Weren't you? Did I get this wrong? Are you or were you at one point doing Download?
No.
No, you never were doing Download?
No, you got me confused with someone else.
I must have you confused with somebody else.
Yeah. A better, more interesting, more handsome guest, perchance.
If you could find him, bring him in, because I don't think he exists. Okay, no, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, Reading and Leeds that's fantastic. When is that?
That's the I think we're doing the 24th, 25th of August. And I can't wait. Like, I grew up on the Nirvana 1992 Live at Reading.
Right.
DVD. Like, you know, Kurt comes out in the hospital gown and they just rock the shit out of it.
Wow. So that's kind of a bit of a pilgrimage for you then.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be, I'm going to be high-fiving my like 10-year-old self.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So that's August.
That's August, and then back in September, and then I'm looking at doing a couple of, I think we're doing some headline shows with Down for Tomorrow.
Nice.
Which we haven't done those in 2 years.
Yeah, wow.
So I think we're looking at doing...
Because you just recorded a new single.
We just recorded the new single with our good, close personal friend, Stevie Knight.
Who?
Yeah, no one's ever heard of that fucking guy.
Sorry, Stevie. I just couldn't help myself.
Don't you know who he thinks he is?
I know who he thinks he is.
He's a good guy.
It's okay. Well, I'll allow Stevie on the podcast to come and defend himself.
Yeah. Give him the right of reply.
Yeah, absolutely.
The night of reply.
The night of reply. That's funny. That's good.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
So you recorded that with Stevie. You did that at Deaf Wolf?
At Deaf Wolf with Antics.
Yep.
And I'm super excited for
just one
out.
single.
Just the one single.
Just to kind of let people know a little bit, you know, not oversell yourself.
Exactly. I mean, look, it's that, and it's also like I'm just trying. I can't spread myself too thin.
Mm-hmm, of course.
Got a lot going on with yours truly coming up. Because we're sitting on an album, and that album's coming out August 16.
August something.
August 16.
August.
Yeah, August.
Yeah, cool. But just quickly before we go, I do want to talk about more of yours truly stuff. But release date for the single for Down for Tomorrow?
Wait, I really should know this one. End of June. I'm going to say end of June. We're doing the music video June 15th, and I got that in my brain because we're doing something real silly.
Cool.
We're going to put it to the test.
Do you want to say that now?
Yeah, I don't fucking. It's my
cool. Cool. No. I thought you might want to keep it a surprise for.
Oh, maybe I do. Yeah, I'll tease it. I'll tease it.
Maybe keep it a surprise because you haven't.
All you need to know is it's real stupid, and I'm gonna get hurt, physically, and emotionally, and mentally.
Okay. All right. So
and it'll be all recorded on camera.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Where are you filming this?
Out in Bathurst.
Oh, okay.
What?
I think I might know what you're going to do.
Do you know? Haven't I told you already?
No,
I haven't told you what I'm doing.
You haven't told me. I just have an imagination.
Man, I've got a fucking blabbermouth. I tell everyone, anyone that'll listen to me, go, oh, guess what we're doing? But I haven't. We've been away from each other. I haven't had the chance to word vomit onto you what we're doing.
Well, tell you what, you can tell me right now, and I will mute this part of the podcast, so people will just see us talking.
Oh, that's good.
And there won't actually be any audio. So please,
sucked in Spotify listeners in your car.
Oh yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'll play an interlude bit
Why
of
don't you play
music here.
Spain over the top while
I'll play
Chick Corea.
I'll play something over the top in this moment. All right, so we'll be right back. Get back to the actual podcast now, but thank you for letting me know.
No worries.
Sorry for anybody to have to listen to some classical music or something because we don't have a budget to pay anybody royalties, and public domain stuff is what I can use, and that's what I've used. But that's exciting, man. That'll be a cool video.
I hope so.
Hell yeah.
My suffering better be worth it.
Who is shooting it for you?
Max Pasalik from Besties.
Don't know who that is.
He's also a good guy.
Okay.
He's a videographer, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays in the band Besties.
Okay.
They're also good. Check him out.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so Down for Tomorrow's got some exciting things on the horizon.
Yep.
Let's spend a bit more time in the Yours Truly camp because, I mean, obviously you are, obviously you just mentioned you're doing Reading and Leeds. That's exciting. You just recorded in Melbourne. When I say just, I mean probably 4 months ago. Jinx. Was that for Yours Truly's?
Yeah.
New music coming out soon?
Yes. Yeah. One song's already out.
Yep.
And then I think we got another single coming out in a few weeks.
Nice.
And then album drops.
So 2 singles, then full album.
Hang on. So we had the first single, which came out in January.
Yep.
And then we recorded the rest of the album end of January. Mm-hmm. And then we put out Sour first, the beginning of May, beginning of this month.
Yep.
We got one more single in a few weeks, and then album drop. August 16.
Fantastic.
So, what's that?
August 16.
4 singles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And how many tracks on the album?
10.
Okay.
10 tracks.
And this is album number...
This is album number 2 for them. Because
okay.
their most recent sort of body of work was an EP.
Right.
Very good EP. Recorded before my time. So this is the first body of work they're putting out where I've played drums on.
Nice.
Which I'm very very, very proud of it. We recorded it with Sam Basal.
Yes.
From
Ocean Grove. Yes. So see, I know some people.
You know some people.
Yeah. God, I just can't know everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sam's great. Great drummer.
Sam's dude, like the best.
Yeah, amazing drummer.
He's in my top 5.
Whoa.
Top 5 drummers in the country, obviously.
Okay. Whoa. I was like, come on, man. Like, he's good. But, you know, there's Vinny, there's Dave Weckl, there's Chris Coleman.
Hey, no. In Australia.
Yeah,
in
I
Australia.
know.
Yeah.
I get it. But, you know, there's Dennis Chambers. I mean, like, you know.
We get it, dude. You know a bunch of good drummers. Right?
Of course I do. So do you.
Well, yeah. Don't go bragging about it. It's fine.
That's all exciting, man. You clearly got a lot on your plate. So it's May right now. June, July, August. You got 2 months off basically from drumming. Yeah. What is the plan? I mean, I'm sure you got a lot of prep to do.
Yeah, I plan to spend my time off from drumming by drumming. As much as humanly possible. Are you
looking to practice, or are you just going to?
Practice every day.
Is it prep tour?
Practice every day.
Yeah.
Tour prep. But I also I just decked out my my drum cave with microphones.
Yes.
So
nice.
I can record my own stuff.
Fantastic.
So just doing a couple of covers with there. Maybe do some collabs. I got some like guitarists that I'm gonna do some. I think I'm doing a couple of Soundgarden covers. Nice. Just some fun stuff.
Nice.
Work on the content a little bit more.
Yep.
I haven't really I did a little bit of content with it on my Yamaha EAD, that sort of little microphone that captures everything a couple of years ago. But yeah,
those are great for the price and for the ease of it. I mean, it's a really cool little thing.
I use it live.
There's a huge jump up when you individually mic everything. You got a decent interface into a computer, and you can control it, mix it all properly. It's kind of day and night when you compare them. But the EAD10 as a starting point is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Interestingly, I do like to use it live, because when you practice with it and when you play with it live, you're getting the same thing. You can rehearse with an EAD.
Yeah.
And you're going to be practicing with the same conditions that you're playing with live. You're not going to get thrown off like the other night on the Belhaven tour. Oh my God. The kick mic fell into the hard up against the skin, the batter head of the bass drum.
Jesus.
And the beater was just whacking that thing.
Yeah.
I'll demonstrate on this microphone.
No, thank you. No, thank you very much.
And so just every time I hit the kick, it was just clipping like crazy and booming, and it was so bad that it was completely cancelling out the click. So if I was playing in time, it was sort of like
buried.
Well, not buried. In phase, out of phase.
Okay.
When you're so locked in with the metronome that you can't hear it.
That's called burying the click.
Okay, so exactly what you said the first time. Yeah, cool. All right.
That's okay. You can correct me and be wrong. That's fine.
So getting buried, and then I go, fuck, am I in, or am I so lost?
It's a terrifying feeling when that
so
happens.
Scary.
But it is it's scary but satisfying as well. Once you get used to it.
Yeah.
To know that you're so on that you can't even hear the click, you're like, fuck yeah.
But I also couldn't hear the tracks or anything. So I mean, I was nervous, but I don't know. It made me focus so much. I actually think I played the best that night than I did on the whole tour, to be honest.
Yeah, wow.
So I don't know. I don't know what the lesson is there.
Well, think of one.
Okay, I got it.
And share it.
I don't know. I guess it's like in how skateboarding was invented, right? Wait, no, it's nothing like that.
Up to you, man. This is your.
This is my train of thought. This is my brain in real time.
Yeah.
When the surf was shit, they invented skateboards so they could practice in just the most. No, fuck that. There's no skateboards.
I'm still waiting for a life lesson here. I mean,
just practice in shit conditions.
Yep.
And you'll thrive when it's good.
That's a good lesson. You don't even need to make a comparison.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with the surfing thing.
That's okay, Henry. It's fine.
I think maybe I read a Tracks magazine when I was 12, and it was like, if you surf when it's really bad, you'll have a good time when it's really good.
Did you see that movie Dogtown Z Boys?
Hell yeah, I did.
That was really cool.
Great movie.
Yeah, amazing. I loved it. It was a documentary.
Shout out to Hollywood for that one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Hollywood. Henry appreciates your work.
I really do, guys. Keep it up.
Yeah, cool, man. But that's, I mean, look, I think that's always going to happen at any point in your career. There's just going to be shit like that.
The show must go wrong.
Oh,
The show must go wrong.
show must go on.
Wrong.
Is the saying. The
Yeah.
show must go on when the show goes wrong.
Yeah, that's less cool.
Well, I guess I'm less cool. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I don't think either of us should be talking about what's cool.
Well, speak for yourself. All right, so you've just got this whole new setup. What interface are you rocking?
Reaper.
Interface.
Oh shit.
door.
Oh god. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm
That's
learning.
okay.
I'm learning.
That's okay.
There's a lot of YouTube. There's a lot of me skipping through YouTube videos, going, "Where's the info I want?"
Dude, that's the only way to do this shit.
It's an X.
Or get Stevie to do it.
Or gets well. Funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, well, he did the mix for mine as well.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing.
Of course.
Yeah. It's an X12 Air Behringer.
Mm-hmm.
That's my interface, my sound card.
Yep.
And yeah, running it on Reaper.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never used those X12 Airs, but I do have the X32 for live, which is sort of like that 12 on steroids.
Yeah, but we use one of those for yours truly.
Yeah, but you don't need that for a home studio. It's overkill.
It is.
But yeah, hey man, dude, as long as the preamps are good and you got good mics and
Yes,
good drums, which I know you do.
Oh, Tama.
Tama Star Classics,
My Tama
bro.
Star Classic. I love that thing. I don't know what happened. Because when I first got it, I really liked it. This is my Red Oyster wrap. Actually, funny story about that on the Belhaven tour. I'm just gonna do that now. Picked up this delicious Tama Star Classic, and it's a Babinga Birch, discontinued. I would call it a rare kit.
Okay.
Would you consider if it's discontinued?
No, I think there was a lot of them. I think they
sold. Well,
they made a lot, they sold a lot, but they replaced it with walnut birch, which is one of the kits that I've got. And I love that thing. I think it sounds incredible. I think it's one step. I think the walnut birch, that's what you've got too.
No, Babinga Birch.
You have birch Babinga.
Birch Babinga. Sorry, Birch Babinga, not Babinga Birch.
Well, it doesn't really matter. I would say birch Babinga, but you can say Babinga Birch. That's fine.
Yeah, Babinga Birch.
Sounds like saying Babinga bitch. So you got
the story now is not as exciting. Basically, at that same Melbourne show where I couldn't hear a goddamn thing in my ears, Bad Juju's drummer Drew, he supplied kit and he set it up, put it up there. I helped him, and it's the exact same kit as mine.
Yeah,
identical.
Even the finish,
same wrap, same finish,
same wrap, same sizes,
same depths, dimensions.
Wow,
same heads even.
Jesus.
And I was like, whoa! I felt right at home though.
Nice.
Maybe that's why I played. Maybe that's honestly that's probably why it was the best show.
You felt comfortable
because I felt so
comfortable.
comfortable.
Like you're on your own gear.
I felt like I was on my own gear.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
Yeah, it was. That's kind of wild, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out Drew from Bad Juju.
But no, they're great kits. I thought you had the walnut birch for some reason, but
Yeah, well, you're an idiot. So.
I am an idiot for thinking that. What how dumb could I possibly be? Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed, Henry. Please forgive me.
Secondhand embarrassment right here.
At least nobody's going to see this.
At least no one's going to see. You just dissed yourself again.
I'm good at this.
Oh, man.
Self-deprecation.
Self-deprecation.
Yeah, dude. It's
the Australian spirit.
the only way I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
What
roll
else
over,
are mirrors
look
for?
I was going to look at the fuck you.
Do you look in the mirror and hate yourself? No, then you're not ready.
You're not ready.
But I want to go back to talking about Tama kits for a second, if we can.
I thought you would ask actually.
So you're not taking your rig on tour with you then?
Wait, which tour? Overseas?
The one you've just been on?
No. It was I was sharing kits with Hands Like Houses with Matty P. He was very generous and let me use his kit
Nice.
Yeah, yes, because the stages were kind of small.
Yep.
So instead of striking, we just left it up there and shared, which
Fair
is
enough.
which is easier.
Absolutely. 100%. Especially kind of for smaller kind of club gigs and stuff. It's the way to go.
Yeah.
I remember a time, man, back between 2006 and 2008 or 9, I was playing a lot in Sydney, and I think almost every venue, every drummer brought their kit.
Yeah.
And it was
like that was like house policy. Venues like everyone's bringing their own kit, or everyone was like, "No, I'm playing my kit. Fuck you."
I think it was probably a bit of both, but in any case, it just so happened that every drummer wanted to play their gear, and for some reason, I feel like drummers these days, more often than not, play the same setup in terms of hardware and toms, like one rack,
up,
one
down,
floor.
yeah.
Maybe 2 crashes, a ride, maybe a china, maybe a splash, but, or maybe less perhaps. But in terms of the drums, kick, snare, rack, floor, done.
That's all you need. Just get a laptop to do the rest.
I feel like, I feel like when I was kind of younger and playing in like clubs and stuff, that drummers had like racks, 3 rack toms,
Yeah.
2 floor
when
toms.
I see a rack, I'm thinking, dude, get out of the 80s.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm like, fuck, that's really cool. I want one.
It depends on the music, man. If you're playing in a metal band, like a metal band, cool, man. Give me a rack with 2 kick drums and 3 rack toms. I'm all about it.
I'm cool with one up, one down, 2 kicks.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I respect that.
That's pretty cool. Dude, have you seen Eloy's new kit?
Oh, the 4 kick drums?
Your 4 kick drums. 2 of them don't do anything.
Yeah, they do. They look fucking sick.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, okay. They do something. You're right. But that to me, look, Eloy is the best metal drummer in the world, hands down.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that he's in Slipknot now. I do think that Jay was awesome as well.
Yeah, he was great.
I think he is a great drummer, and I think he was great in that band. But it's Eloy Casagrande, man. I mean, it's I don't care who you are. If you're not Eloy, you're not the best.
Yep.
And I don't know. Look, I don't know of course, I don't know the details. I don't have a hard line to Slipknot and their press agent. But it must have been very hard for Jay, and in some ways, it might even be considered unfair. But Eloy is that fucking good that I just think Slipknot are.
When you're the biggest metal band in the world, like,
you can pick whoever you want to be in your band.
I'm gonna speculate. I reckon they would tour with 6 kick drums, 4 on stage and 2 in the warm up room. I reckon.
You don't think he would just have a pad? You think he'd actually have 2 kick drums to warm up on?
I reckon he's warming up on a full kit backstage.
Yeah.
And some poor fucker is lugging around 6 kick drums.
Yeah.
And I would love to be that poor fucker.
Look, if you had to be a professional tech, and there's probably no better drummer to do it for than Eloy Casagrande.
Oh my God. Get out of here.
But
You'd be busy.
You'd be busy.
You'd be busy. You're changing heads
Oh, yeah.
every night.
Yeah, replacing cymbals.
Mid-shows sometimes, maybe.
I'm sure. I've only seen I think I've seen the footage that everybody else has seen, like Slipknot from that backyard.
Oh, they've done more since then. They've
Yeah.
been playing festivals and stuff.
But they haven't released any official footage. Have they? I mean, when I say official footage, I mean like there's been no big production shoot of a live show. It seems like it seems like it's all iPhone, handheld.
I think so.
Pretty whether it's somebody in the Slipknot touring party or a fan, I don't know.
Yeah, because I used to, when he was playing with Sepultura, he'd always post a lot of drum cams, and every drummer in the world would just go, "Oh my God."
Yeah, but there's been none of that.
I don't think he's been doing that.
I'm sure he will.
I don't think there's any room for anyone to get behind him because
all the kick drums.
drums.
I remember Jay did that a lot. Like he would often post GoPro cameras.
Yeah,
I think it was part of his rack. Like I remember,
Yeah,
I watched
like 4 GoPros or something.
I watched a rig run down and like you have his cymbals and his whole kind of setup, and then he would have GoPros mounted to the rack as well. Like that was part of the thing. I hope Eloy does that because I think we all want to see that.
Oh, we all want to see that. So bad.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Where were we? What were we talking about?
We got distracted by talking about Eloy Casagrande. We're talking about Tama kits.
Tama kits.
And then of course, Eloy's a Tama boy, and I got excited
He
and
is.
derailed.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other kits that you have your eye on at the moment? Or you still happy with the Red Oyster?
I just love my Red Oyster. Mm-hmm. I'm not like you. I don't think I could own 4 drum kits.
Not with that attitude.
I mean, I had 2. I've got my Superstar. So I've got
Silver Star.
my Silver Star and my Star Classic.
Yeah.
And originally I had the Silver Star to set up in my practice room, and I could just do that all the time.
And hey, man, that actually sounds pretty good. I remember when we did that playthrough at my studio, my old studio.
It was good.
We put new heads on it. It sounded great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I'm now doing content at home and I've got a few months off from touring, I'm playing the Star Classic every day.
Of course.
I must. I must.
It's a better kit than the Silver Star, but it's amazing how sometimes a less expensive kit, more of like a student model with the right heads, right tuning, can actually sound really good.
Yeah.
And that Silver Star is a classic example. It sounds great. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know me. I have a sickness. I see a kit that I want and I buy it. I really do.
Yeah.
Snare drums as well. I just can't help myself.
Oh yeah.
But I do get different vibes from different kits. I mean, to be honest, I've got 3 kits at the moment, not 4.
Hang on, I can guess. You got 2 Star Classics and the Ludwig.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that Ludwig.
It's fantastic.
Oh
that thing.
my god!
I mean, it's so different to a modern Tama. It's its own beast. It's its
a
own
different
thing.
instrument. Well, it is a different instrument,
but it's vintage. It does a very different thing. You would never. It would be difficult to get that sound out of a modern kit.
You couldn't.
Well, the shells are 50 years old.
Yeah.
And it's been around the world, and it's I love that thing. But my 2 Tama kits, I've got the walnut birch. Sorry. Yes, the walnut birch, and then I've got a pure Babinga kit, which I've acquired recently.
Is that the piano black one? No.
The piano black one's the walnut birch.
Yeah.
And then the Babinga, it's
got like a bursty sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll show you after this. It's got I think it's called tiger wood veneer, and then it's got like a black sort of fade, like a black stain fade. It's gorgeous.
Ooh, yeah.
Black nickel hardware. It's stunning. I haven't taken any photos of it yet or put it on the internet or told people. No, but you know how I feel about Nickelback, Henry.
I thought you just maybe slipped it in there.
Yeah, no, nickel. I think I said black nickel hardware.
Yeah, I think you did.
I might have said nickel black hardware. Did I say nickel black?
I think you said nickel. I don't know. You'll be able to tell.
I'll find out when I edit this. If I said nickel black, then that's actually quite funny.
Yeah,
but it's black nickel hardware.
It is black nickel hardware. That's very good. I went to the Meinl factory the other day.
Nice.
Well,
in
not
Melbourne.
The factory, the distribution center.
Yeah.
And it was like a kid in a candy store. Mm-hmm. It was one of the best days of my life.
Wow.
I got to meet Frank. I got to meet the Meinl rep of Australia, the workhorse Frank Mortar, who also plays in the band Series.
Mm-hmm. I've never met Frank. I've spoken to him on the phone a number of times, and we've emailed each other, and he seems like a good chap.
He's a great chap.
Yeah.
And I was once like you, and then I begged him. I was like, please, can I come to the factory?
Did you pick up some new cymbals?
I did, because I was packing before the Bellhaven tour started, because we had rehearsals in Melbourne, and I didn't realize I'd cracked 2 of my cymbals. And so I was like, emergency. I'm going to Melbourne. Let's go to the factory. Mm-hmm. And he was great. He gave me the full tour, and the entire wall of this warehouse is just cymbals. They've got oh man, it was so exciting. And so I picked up a polyphonic crash.
Nice.
Yeah, and
nice.
now I sacked my 18-inch crash. Big crashes are in. It's 2024.
100%, man.
Big crashes are in.
Absolutely agreed.
And I just tape the shit out of them when I play those small venues.
Are they 2020?
2020, 21.
Nice. I like a 1920, I have to say.
Nah. 2020.
Okay.
Polyphonic, extra dry.
You have the extra dry.
Yeah, on my left.
Really?
That was my right.
Oh. How do you find that with a louder band?
Good.
It cuts?
It cuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem then.
No problem.
I just would have thought that cymbal would be...
I've
never owned one. I've never really even played one, but I would have thought by the
I
description.
was running a 20 and an 18 extra dry dual crash.
Right.
Yeah,
the dual crash extra
Wait, what
dry.
did I say?
You said extra dry.
Oh, sorry, the dual crash extra dry.
Okay, so that's different. So that's the one with the...
My bad.
That's the one with the gold on the outside and then the sort of dry on the... What do you call it? Unpolished. On the center.
Hand-hammered business.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah. I love this thing. They're just... Nothing else sounds like them.
Yeah, they're
unique.
They do sound very unique.
Very unique.
Mm-hmm.
I got into them... I remember the first time I saw Luke Holland post a video and he was playing those. I was like, what the fuck are those things?
Mm-hmm.
They sound fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I must acquire.
Yeah, I want to hear that Luke Holland ride in person, but it's not actually his ride. It's Chris Coleman's signature.
Oh.
But the one he plays is like super dry.
It's got rivets in it?
No, it's got holes in it.
Holes in it.
So it's extremely dry but extremely heavy.
Mm.
So it's got a really loud bell, but I think I don't think it crashes very well. Like I don't think it has any kind of real movement. It's very, very heavy, which is why the holes are in it to take some of the weight out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hectic.
And Chris plays, I mean, he's such a versatile drummer and he plays for so many different people. But I would say more leaning on the pop and R&B side where you can probably get away with a ride cymbal like that. But it works for Luke Holland. I mean, he plays it in Falling in Reverse and it sounds great.
Does he?
Yeah, I watched a drum cam of him playing, what's that new song they have? What's it called? Ronald.
Oh, yeah. I've actually not listened to it yet.
This is going to sound controversial. It's...
Anything with Ronnie Radke's controversial.
This is true. I mean, it's pretty sick. Like, it's fast, a lot of double kick, very heavy. They've got Tech 9 on it, and they've got Alex Terrible on it as well from Slaughter to Prevail.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of really strong cameos. I preferred the single they brought out prior to that, Watch the World Burn. I thought that was an awesome song.
That's a good song.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And this new one, I'm like, it's... I feel like Watch the World Burn had like more hooks and a better groove. I feel like this one's it's intense the whole way through from start to finish. It's like, okay, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of notes. It's a lot of notes. But anyway, I'm certainly not slamming Falling in Reverse. I actually really like that band. But yeah, anyway, there is we'll watch it after this. There is a live drum cam playthrough of that song, and he plays that ride. I think he only hits the bell maybe once, but it does work. It sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Henry, what else is going on in your life, please?
I didn't shoot porn, but I did something. I was going for that reaction.
This is taking a turn. Please continue.
Do you know the comedian Frenchie?
No.
Okay, we'll look him up after. He's a very, very funny Australian comedian. I think he got popular doing some YouTube videos. I must be going for 10 years because I was a big fan of his work when I was in high school.
Okay.
And Kim Quint, our friend.
Yes, Kim.
Videographer, producer, musician Kim Quint.
Yes.
He calls me up and he goes, "Hey man, do you want to be in a video I'm doing?" And I'm like, "Say less." What is it? And he goes, "Well, I'm not gonna tell you what you're doing, but it's for Frenchie. You're doing a music video and some skits, and I need someone who can play an OnlyFans model."
Okay.
And I'm like, didn't I say less? So I rock up to this mansion in Randwick, which I didn't know they had mansions in Randwick.
I was about to say that. No, I thought that. I wasn't going to say it.
And I rock up there and he goes, "Cool, man, come on through." And how am I going to describe this while keeping it? But
we've said fuck on the podcast like 10 times. You don't need to keep anything PG.
Yeah, okay, true. So I rock up and there's Okay, I'll give you the concept. The concept for the music video is Frenchie is dating a girl who is very popular on OnlyFans, and he's dating an OnlyFans model. And the thing is, he's in the house, and his girlfriend's doing OnlyFans stuff, like getting railed by an OnlyFans guy, which was me.
Okay.
So I rock up into this bedroom and fully clothed, no touching. Mm-hmm. There's no physical contact.
You weren't actually shooting porn.
I wasn't actually shooting.
You were
porn.
acting.
I was acting.
Right.
And it was shot in a way so it looked like I was wearing my cowboy hat and just yee-hawing and while Frenchie's there. Frenchie's there filming and like crying and stuff. And it's just sort of stuff like that. We're dancing around in the pool and with these girls who were very, very nice, very friendly, and it was
easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, they were awesome. It was a fun shoot. I'm kind of nervous to see how it turns out.
When is this masterpiece being released?
Again, I don't know. Soon,
Okay.
I would say. I'm hopeless with dates. I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. That's all right.
I can find
I just need to I need to see this, and I think the world needs to see this.
Yeah.
I think we need to share this.
Yeah, I got on the front foot, and I told my mum straight away. I'm like, Mum, I did this. You're probably gonna see it. You've been warned.
Wow.
Yeah. So she knows.
She might not have seen it.
Nah, she sees everything, bro.
Oh, because you share on social media and she
So
follows you.
I share on social media.
So you gave Mum the heads up.
I gave Mum the heads up.
That's okay. That's respectful.
Yeah. So just to reiterate,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't touch anyone. I'm wearing clothes the whole time.
Hey man, that's between you and your maker. I don't know. I don't want to judge here. You're worried it's going to look too convincing.
I'm worried it's gonna. Yeah. And this happened betwixt the Bellhaven tour dates. This has all happened in the last week and a half.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, so drummer extraordinaire, soon to be firefighter, and soon to be professional porn star. You got a lot going on.
I got a lot on my plate.
Okay, good. Anyway, look, Henry, man, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks
I really
for having
appreciate it. I'm so excited for you, and I'm so pleased that everything's working out the way you want it to, and you seem to be doing really cool stuff. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. It's really cool to watch you grow and do really exciting things, and I can't wait to see more.
Thanks very much.
100%, brother. And
love you, bro.
And before we go, love you too. And before we go, it's I just need to say this is a little bit. I don't want it to come off as too much of a fanboy here, but watching your playing go from where it was when I first met you to where it is now has been really impressive too.
Oh.
Not just the gigs that you're getting and the tours you're doing, but you've actually become such a legitimate drummer, and it's been really fun to watch. So
Thank you very
kudos
much.
for that, man.
I really, really appreciate that.
Really, really good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I've been putting in a lot of work. I got a lot more work to do. A lot more to go.
It'll never stop, but it
Yeah.
shows. You look at sounding really good, man.
Thank you.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.